All right, let's take a peek at what this deck is doing. So, at the core, this is an Esper control deck centered around generating card advantage with the card Demonic Pact here. So this is, the beginning of your upkeep, you choose one that hasn't been chosen. Target opponent discards 2 cards, you draw 2 cards, deal 4 damage to something and gain 4 life, or you lose the game. And then, obviously, you don't want all 4 things to happen with this because losing the game is bad. Felidar Guardian can blink Demonic Pact to reset it. So once you use 2 or 3 modes, you can play Felidar Guardian to blink it and then use those modes again. We can play Teferi Time Raveler to bounce our Demonic Pact. We can use Teferi Hero of Dominaria to tuck it back into our deck. And then we also have a small red splash in this deck for Saheeli Rai, which combos with Felidar Guardian to make infinite cats. We also have red in our Fae of Wishes package. We have 1 copy of Harmless Offering here, which gives an opponent a permanent we control. So like when you've used 2 to 3 modes on Demonic Pact, you can give it to them with Harmless Offering so they lose the game with it. We also have an additional Saheeli Rai in the sideboard here. We have Prophetic Prism to help enable our 4th color splash. And then Prism's also a card that like Felidar doesn't mind blinking because it lets Felidar draw a card when it comes into play. So let's go ahead and dive on into a Pioneer League with this one and see how it goes. Hey, Galdria. I got ads and can't have that. Thank you for being awesome and providing great content you made. Recovering from surgery much less miserable. Thanks for the 7 months. Hope your recovery is swift. There are Pioneer ban updates today and every Monday moving forward. Is this Pioneer Party Bus? No. It's Esper Cat Pact. The one free scout. Thanks for ripping for the 2nd month in a row. Welcome back. Soldier of the Pantheon. Awkward. This is multicolored. This is protection for multicolored. My fiance complained that I listened to you in the shower more than her. I answered, Jeff says many clever things, at least more than you. Now I sleep on the couch and do more content. Thanks for the 2 months, Rage. I think I want to just play this tapped. The Watery Grave is actually a good pickup here. Yeah, I would love another Othakaya. So Othakaya can't kill the Soldier of the Pantheon, but it'll probably kill their other stuff. Charming Prince is just better than Cleric, right? Listen, all right, listen, lazy people, some of whom are not new here. If you want to tell me a card I'm playing is better as something else, instead of expecting me to spoon feed you, put forth a little bit of effort and be like, this is why this card is better, and explain it to me. And if you can't explain why it's better, it's probably because it's not. Take their Marshal here. Prince dies to shock. Prince does not block a 1/2 after being prowessed. So like, as is generally the case, people want to say things are strictly better or strictly worse. It's not the case. Gosh, that's unfortunate. We have Felidar Guardian here at least to block these, I suppose. So Soldier of the Pantheon here, 2/1 protection from multicolored, so can't die to Othakaya. We do get to kill this here still, which is great. And like, the Felidar Guardian is going to get Banishing Lighted, but I have a second one, and the Felidar Guardian is going to get to blink Othakaya, which seems great. So we're going to go to 12 here inside of combat, and then next turn we'll shock to 10, but then Othakaya will put us back up to, we'll put us back up to 13. Heliod. Yeah, that's a top end. Glacial Fortress is great because it doesn't hurt me. The fact that these are protection from Oath is like a huge deal. Yeah, Felidar Rhino. So again, not killing these soldiers because I can't. If they have a one, I guess if they have a 1-drop, if they have a 1-drop or a 2-drop creature here, or they have a 1-drop creature, they can, like, play Banishing Light, and then the 1-drop creature turns Heliod into a creature. Which would not be great for me. Archangel of Tithes, that also does it. But this means they can't, this means they can't attack with these. Or they can and they die, sure. Weird. That deck seems loose. So their last card's Banishing Light. Which makes this turn a little harder. I think I'm just supposed to Felidar and dome their face for 3 again here. So, next turn, they'll get to Banishing Light, a cat, and then they'll attack me for 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm just going to go to 3 here. Why would they attack with the soldier into my 1/4s? Why would that make sense? I have to pay to block with Angel. Isn't that only when it's tapped? It's when it's attacking. Is that true? I can't pull up the text on it here. It is while it's attacking. Okay. It's while it's attacking. So I messed up by not, my opponent made a mistake there, but I also made a mistake. I should have played an untapped land there. So they can Banishing Light of Felidar and then throw away one of their 2/1s to kill Teferi. They can also just Banishing Light the Teferi directly. Yep. So Time Raveler's a great draw. Oh, that was dumb. I shouldn't have tapped off my red. If I draw a Saheeli, I can't cast her now. How's that? That was a good draw. Huh? Did I just take Precinct Captain here? If they draw a land, they get to double spell? I think I want to keep Heliod off here. Hey, thanks, Gendy. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good one. Yep. So we actually have enough lands now that Fae of Wishes is a lethal draw. We can wish for Saheeli and cast it in the same turn. It's a little awkward. I almost cut these verdicts from the main deck. So this is their Archangel of Tithes that we know about. So we'll obviously chump block here. We have 6 lethal draws, 5 lethal draws, only have 3 Fae of Wishes. We are in match 1, game 1, turn Bike Bear. Hopefully they get really aggressive here and like banishing Light my Felidar Guardian. I think I took my Detention Sphere out of the sideboard. Yeah, that might be a mistake. Sure. You're my favorite Magic streamer, hands down. Keep up the fantastic work. From the good gameplay to the excellent commentary. Thanks for the 2 months, Larkanos. I appreciate it. Welcome back. All right. Cash this in to draw 2, basically. Okay. You're a little late to the party, Fae of Wishes. Are you late to the party, Fae of Wishes, or are you right on time? I can kill them, right? Because I have 7. Or I have 6, and this can untap a land. Sick. Splinter Twin, you. Do 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 do. Splinter Twin. We got to cast the Splinter Twins. Do 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 do. Is Noxious Grasp good here? What do we think? Noxious Grasp seems pretty good. Murderous Rider almost seems a little slow. I wonder if Othikai is something I want to trim. Wonder if I want all the Thoughtseizes in this matchup. Probably not. What do we think of this? I think that seems reasonable. yes. 4-color gates. Excellent. You like my gates deck, chat? Heliod didn't die to Verdict because it's indestructible. Perfect. In for Demonic Pact. Working on our professionalism. We were super professional there. Hey, PCV. Enjoy your sword with your shield. Thanks for the entire year of support. Welcome back. Knight of the White Orchid. Yep. Get you that free land. White Rampant Growth. Busted. I think I'm just Oath-Akaiing here. Pretty sure I just want to keep them from triggering Boros Elite next turn. Get rid of their 3-1. Yeah, Knight puts into play untapped. How about if we Felidar this Beneficial Marshal? I lack sufficient creativity to post a message. Have some real money with some fake money. Thanks for keeping me around. Welcome back. Outside of Heliod, I feel like we're pretty well suited to beat up what their deck is doing. This deals combat damage to a player. Create a 1/1 white soldier token. Sure. I was going to use my shillings for a 50k bump, but then I saw the Shillionaire title. There is the coveted Shillionaire title. How about Oath of Kaya the Third? Go. Feels amazing, man. Untapped land is lethal. I wish, upon a star. The Shillionaire title gets you a custom title on the subs Discord and lets you have a free Cut the Line deck. Well, a free deck for the top of the next day. Yeah, we thoroughly picked them apart this game. That's a lot of shillings. Yo, not just anybody can be a Shillionaire. We cast Blue Gear Hulk yet. We've not cast Blue Gear Hulk yet on stream. I did have someone submit a Grixis Gear Hulk control deck over the weekend. I was hoping for a VIP badge. So, if I VIP badge you, it takes away your mod status, just as like a heads up. Yeah, Othakai is a lot better when it kills their stuff. Hey, Neon, thanks for the 2 months. Welcome back. I'd probably gamble this on the draw because I like gambling, but I think on the play, I'm gonna go to 6. This seems fine. Bottom Fae of Wishes. Here's my question to you, Demox. Why are you phrasing your question? Can you elaborate on Paper Pioneer like it's somehow different than playing Pioneer on Magic Online? Can you explain why you expect those two things to not be the same? As you will, opponent. Oh, regretting keeping 2 oaths and bottoming a Fae of Wishes. I mean, it's not great because, like, these Othakayas probably don't really have text here, is the issue. $24th gets us nothing. I think it's like $50. I don't know. They mail out checks. I think the 5K is top 32 payout. Yeah, there's a Possibility Storm deck in the queue as well. There's a lot of neat things going on in this format. Is it the Borborygmos Possibility Storm? I think they had me on camera a total of 3 times over the weekend. You should be able to find the feature matches on their website. If you want to watch me play a little bit Paper. Probably Durward's deck. Durward's 4-color pile, agreed. His deck seems pretty bad against the Devotion decks, though, so I don't know if that's really a very good choice. If I was looking to play, if they don't do something to Devotion decks today. You really do play super fast in Paper. I play quickly everywhere. I am not someone you would describe as deliberate when playing. I play quickly. Thanks for the 4 months, Eric Dared. We're actually going to jump back into Arena this afternoon. So we're going to be doing 2 days of Standard a week, even before they do anything to the format. All right, I think I'm just going to stick this Demonic Pact here. Thanks for the 2 months, Mind of Mirrodin. I appreciate I appreciate it. Welcome back. I think with the right amount of management, Pioneer could be good. I should add that to the NRG command. Apart from Tef, how do we avoid dying to Pact in the 75? Both Teferis as well as Felidar Guardian Blinks Pact. You can also Fae of Wishes for Harmless Offering. Yep. I guess that's actually not that big of a deal. I'm going to exile this Supreme Verdict, and then I'm going to double Othakaya this. Do I want to draw two, or do I want to mind rot them? I think I just want to mind rot them here. Thanks for the 20 months, Blur. I appreciate it. Welcome back. I think I'm just gonna make you discard 2 cards to start. Pick this one. Shoot that. They had 160 people for Pioneer, which is great considering their standard tournament had 2 people pre-registered for it. The guy also gives us something to sacrifice should they play a second Nissa, or second Nicol Bolas, which is great. I would like to draw 2 cards. Sick. What you got over there? Took me out back and drowned me in the lock, chat. Interesting. So they must have another counterspell for this Felidar Guardian. We could die here. We could die to our pact here. Uh-oh. 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 Oh no. Oh no. Don't make deals with demons, chat. Don't make deals with demons, chat. Alright, we got two shots to draw something to deal with this pact. We got 1 shot to draw something that deals with this pact. What's your last card? Is it another counterspell? Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo! Do 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 burp 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 do burp burp do 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 do. When you're hot, chat. What can I say? Oh, this turns off Gearhulk flashback. Nice. Nice card. Nice 5/6. 5/6 for 6. Sick. Sick card, opponent. Uh-oh. 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 The good news is this is a red source, so if we find Fae of Wishes, we can donate this Demonic Pact. That's a little unfortunate. So I assume we're losing the time Raveler here. As you will. All right, we got two more. We got 2 shots here, chat. It's a chance to roll. Opportunity comes once in a match time. I would like to deal 4 damage to you, please. All right, that gives us a scry, right? So the person that's saying I should have oathed the face, the reason I did not oath the face was because if they didn't have a discard spell, I could have used Demonic Pact plus Oath to kill the Gear Hulk. All right, we're living on the edge here again. We need a way to not die to the Demonic Pact. This deck's probably not very good, but it's definitely good television. Yeah, Oath-a-Kai off the top kills them too. Sure. All right, survey says. See, chat? Nothing but net. Expert at demon deals. Expert at demon deals. Hashtag sometimes lucky. Hashtag sometimes lucky. Living on the edge, chat. Living on the edge. All right, I'm going to trim an Oath-a-Kai here. I'm going to bring in 2 Rest in Peace. They've got Dig, they've got Jace, they've got Gear Hulk. I'm actually kind of angry, not going to lie. It is. This deck is excellent television, for sure. There were a lot of emotions that game. I felt things, chat. That's all I really want to do in life is feel things. Just want to feel something on the inside. Just want to be invested. Sounds great. This deck is emotionally taxing. It's something. Rude. I wanted to Thoughtseize you first, opponent. Yeah, there's blink value, and they help us cast our spells lands, because we're a 4-color deck. Make the red splash relatively free. But I'm looking to 6 this game. Show me what you're working with. Just gonna take their dig here. Stream Decker is messed up and it has this deck at 1300 in paper. I wonder if it has like alternate art variations for some of the cards. Yeah, speculating on the ban list stuff is pretty pointless. There's a lot of different things they could do. We don't know how they want to manage the format yet, so like speculating is kind of silly. Sure. So, Drown in the Lock's the last card in their hand. Let's do this now before they untap with their counterspell. Now, I think you could justify banning something from the Green Devotion deck. I think what the Green Devotion deck is doing is probably in the realm of not okay. So do I just get the Drown out of their hand by casting Rest in Peace here? Do I? No, I think I'm just going to pass. I'm just going to pass. Well, so my opponent just made a pretty big mistake there, and they did that, inside of, my combat step, which lets me cast this Rest in Peace, which is great. So, go. They do have us on a 4-turn clock with this Fumarole, so we need to find something. This card turns into a 4-1 and then can flip itself into a 1-4, it can flip itself into a 4-1. What is the hotkey? I was jamming to cancel F6. I don't know what the default is. Mine is bound to W, but that's not the default. Lizardio, thanks for the 19 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Excellent. We'll find something in a turn or two when the TV's better. Fair. So I think I just deal 4 to their dome here, because that buys me a guaranteed turn. It gives me an extra draw. So this deals 4, gains 4. If I like draw 2 and I miss on an answer in that draw 2, the Fumarole kills me next turn, which is not ideal. I was helping a friend study for the GRV vocabulary the other day. I realized playing Magic has really expanded my vocabulary. Well, I'm going to make them discard 2 cards since they passed here. If they attacked with the Fumarole, I was going to draw 2 because I need an answer, but... Am I about to get Gear Hulked? I bet we're about to get Gear Hulked. Yeah, this was a mistake. I should have figured that out. Alright, probably dead. We get 1 draw here. Yeah, I messed that up. We could still be dead even if I don't mess that up. I draw 2. Yeah, we'd be dead anyways. We'd draw another 1. Yeah, we'd have died. We'd have died either way there. But I should have sniffed out why they were passing like that. And should have taken the draw. Hand's great. Hand's great by its stuff. Wandering Fumarole was super impressive for the opponent there. Seemed really strong. I'm just going to take Nicol Bolas here. Just take the good card. Speak of the devil, and he will appear. Yeah, creature lands are great. There definitely could be an argument that I'm supposed to play. I think you could definitely make the argument that I'm potentially supposed to be playing, what's it called in here? Shambling Vent. Thanks for the 4 months, Rat Racer. I appreciate the third of a year. Welcome back. Why did they not play Watery Grave tapped? Weird. I'll plus up the Teferi. I don't want him to die to shock on a Culligan's command that we know about here. Thanks for the tier 3 Prof Bob. I appreciate that. Yeah, tier 3s can add standard, modern, or pioneer decks, Prof Bob. So whatever you'd prefer. I think Thoughtseize is okay in Pioneer. In my opinion, I think Pioneer would be better off if Thoughtseize didn't exist, and also decks that you needed Thoughtseize to keep in check didn't exist. But that's a fundamentals thing about the format that, like, would require the format to be managed in a very particular way. So I'm not necessarily sure that is 100% the right approach. Depends on what their goals for the format are, basically. Lord Spamalot, thanks for the 9 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Felidar Guardian out here. And we'll blink 3 mana Teferi and then plus him up. Bump up, the wump up, the jam. Do. So my opponent's hand right now is K-Command, Kalitas, Disdainful Stroke, and then 3 cards I don't know. They know about this first Murderous Rider. I guess they have K-Command to, like, generate a 2-for-1. Like, they're not super worried about it. Do. Splinter Twin you. Do. I think WotC uses machine learning to forecast the metagames of different formats. No. Oops, did I do that? Obviously, we were the superior Grixis deck. I'm sorry, can someone explain to me the combo again? I don't understand how we go infinite. Yeah, Saheeli plus Felidar Guardian is infinite. So Saheeli creates a Felidar token, and then the Felidar token blinks Saheeli, which lets you use Saheeli again. Because in Magic, when a card changes zones, it's considered a new instance of that card. Yeah, Demonic Pact is here for value and card advantage. Yeah, I'm in for a blue source in a 4th land. I haven't really spent time casting K-Command, Mike, so I don't know. This is another reason to play Prophetic Prism. It lets Saheeli cantrip like this, so... I'm just jamming Demonic Pact. It might be a little bit too early to do that. Sweet. Thanks for the 2 months. Here's some. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Are we playing a mirror? We might be playing a mirror. I bet we're playing a mirror. That's sick. I'm actually going to go ahead and lead on this. So this way, if we draw into a cat next turn, we can combo them. And then, like, next turn I can go Prism plus Pact, which is great. Yeah, you have Hero Dominaria. What if they're going to tuck my Saheeli here? Yeah, that's smart. Smart. So that's actually a great draw here. Because it lets me do this, kill their 5-mana Teferi, and now I can draw step this Thoughtseize. If only Prism cost 1 snow, would that be good? Yup. Yup. I think I just take their Felidar Guardian here, huh? And they'll bounce their Prism here. I don't have anything else to do, so we'll auto pass here. How about we keep that one right there, chat? What do you think? We'll keep that one right there. As you will. Your move, Yugi boy. See, we cleverly left our combo piece on top of the library. And they have like they have answers here, but like I have a Teferi in play, so it doesn't matter. So Fatal Push out, Supreme Verdict's out. 3 mana Teferi is something. Not 100% sure what, but definitely something. I think that's how I want to board. Will Saheeli get banned midstream? I believe they said if there's changes today, the changes will be applied tomorrow. If I recall correctly. How did you resolve Exodia and MTG? Asking the real questions. I would expect there to be bans today. I would expect that we will see bans today in Pioneer. I've seen people saying they don't think there's enough data, but I think the people that think there's not enough data don't realize how many matches get played on Magic Online. Yeah, it's fine. Well, they also said we're only going to have weekly ban list updates until next year. So I imagine they're going to be pretty aggressive and proactive with trying to sculpt the format this year. Would be my expectation. For the meta to settle, I think people overestimate how much formats can adapt. I also think you just can't really adapt to like what the opponent's deck, what the Green Devotion deck is doing. Like at a fundamental level, like what that deck is doing is just not okay. Just much better than what other things people are doing in the format are. Fae of Wishes. Well, we're not just casting that one, so let's do this and pass. As you will. Bonus missing land drops at least, even if we don't have spells left to cast. Sure. Why not? As you will. Yeah, Ribbon, the curve's just too high in that deck. I don't think you can play a deck that doesn't do anything till turn 3 in this format. Like, this format's, like, slower than Modern, but, like, that's, like, really slow. Man, that's a handful of spells. Narset's kind of sweet. It's good against Phoenix, and it you can blink it with cat for value. I think I'm gonna bottom this, right? Actually, I could have kept that and then like done 4, 4, and 3 and killed them, potentially. So that's the thought. Yeah, I'm about to make them discard 2. And then, like, Oath kills this, which is great. Yeah, I put up the preview, like, early last week. It ended up working out pretty well. I'm actually going to copy Prophetic Prism here, because if I draw an untapped land, I can just double Oath them. Yep. Oops. Oops. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. Mistakes were made. I also would have killed them by scrying too, which is extra bad for me. So like, if I would have dealt 1 here, I could have, yeah. That's an interesting. I'm really surprised they didn't dress me here. I feel like they just punted back. And they just didn't want to take the hit. Because like now I get to do this and reset my pact. I'll bottom that. Oh, they discarded the duress? That makes sense. Okay, yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, 10 out of 10, just wasn't paying attention. Let's bottom that, plus this. Play Hero of Dominaria so we don't die next turn, hopefully. Granted costs 4 mana, so Granted plus Offering costs me a total of 7, which is a lot. We could die here, right? If their 2 cards are Felidar plus Saheeli. Oh, you know what? They also down-ticked. Maybe I should have just Oathakai'd this last turn. Yeah, more. It costs 7 mana total, though. Granted costs 4. Okay, it lets me draw step Thought Erasure, so that's good. Draw step Thoughtseize, I should say. What if I just, like, am super conservative here and, like, go get Pithing Needle? Is that crazy? I feel like that's the only way I lose this game, right? Is, like, getting punked out. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and avoid getting punked out. I don't want to, like, see double Felidar Guardian here. Because I have 3 mana Teferi in play to bounce this Pithing Needle next turn. So. Yeah, I just want to make sure I don't die to, I don't die to their Saheeli Rai, basically. Like, it's a small probability, but, like, they could theoretically have double Felidar Guardian here when I Thoughtseize them. So low chance, but no reason to not play around it, because I've got this game, like, locked up otherwise. Because next turn I go Teferi, bounce the Needle, Oathakai'd you, Saheeli you. Yeah, I can also bounce Oath and, like, double Oath them. Yeah, like, my line here is, like, super conservative, but again, I'm just, like, so far ahead, there's no reason to not be super conservative. the Esper deck having, the base Esper deck having, like, a bunch of reach in the form of, like, Oathakai's and Demonic Pacts is so weird. It's like, this is a strange mixture of things. Should we have Oath first to avoid counters? Yeah, probably. Why is Saheeli so powerful, having never played the card? Because Saheeli plus Felidar Guardian makes infinite 1/4s. So let's say it's a 2-card infinite combo. I've seen a number of possibility storm lists. I did not see whatever one people are referencing from a Japanese tournament. Well, to be fair, the Saheeli combo is 3 colors as opposed to 2. And the Saheeli combo gets disrupted by a shock or a lightning bolt. I don't usually look at deck lists while I'm streaming, Rob. Is it the Borborygmos kill deck? If it's the Borborygmos deck, that list is literally in the deck queue, so I've seen that before. Skirt, Prospector, double Smuggler's Copter. Whale Shoot. I need to kill these Smuggler's Copters, so I think I'm taking one of them even though they have 2. We've not played Mono Black Vampires. We've played, what's it called? We've played Zombies a couple of times. As always, you can find all of the decks that I've played on my website and my YouTube channel. Always provide easy answers around here for the questions that you have to ask. Just gotta look a little bit. That was a good draw. Probably just Murderous Rider the Smuggler's Copter here. We do need to kill the Skirt Prospector, because Skirt Prospector lets them sacrifice their goblins, which will deny us the life gain from Oathakaya, which is pretty relevant. This looks possibly scary. Really? My hand is 5 removal spells, 3 of which gain me life, 4 of which gain me life. So, like, I'm not quite sure why you would think, we're in a scary spot. Why Rider over Push? Mana efficiency. Sick. And Jim is playing around a removal spell here. All right, he didn't sack the goblin for mana, so we got go on an adventure. Yeah, he might have been auto passing and like just thought I wasn't gonna that wasn't a removal spell on his mind. It's very, very possible. All right, let's take the thing that double crews the copter. Okay, thanks. Okay, thanks. Only if you have 6 or more creatures in your graveyard. Yeah. Alright, let's push that off a cliff. Next turn we'll Oathakaya, the Fanatical Firebrand, but the fact that, like, they're working their way up to a God Pharaoh's Gift's a little scary. This is the card that it gets out. So that puts the 3rd creature in their bin for Key to the Afterlife. I think we're just playing the Pact here. Might be right to play Murderous Rider out and start buffering our health total that way. Copter is not a creature in the bin, just an artifact. God Pharaoh's Gift seems like a lot of work to get an elk. There aren't that many Okos in this format. Especially on Magic Online, where they're like $100 a piece. Gross. Their hand was not good. Sefko's tweeting there are a lot of Oko decks. There are a lot of decks that beat Oko. Well, the data from the Grand Prix says otherwise. And I hope he then shows up to the Pro Tour playing a non-Oko deck and puts his money where his mouth is. So I'll blink. So I have one more thing on Demonic Pact there, but especially with the Saheeli Rai draw, I just want to draw 2 again next turn so I can try and find a red source to combo them. Never lucky, chat. Never lucky. Can you stifle Demonic Pacts lose the game trigger? You can. Is an activated or is a triggered ability just like anything else? This is our first time in 4 matches we haven't had a color for this. Correct. Yeah, we're fine, right? Like we're winning by a lot right now. We just like haven't killed them yet. Cause like we blinked the pack again. Next turn we draw with Teferi, we draw with Demonic Pact, so we get like 4 more shots at a red source. And our deck has like 8 or 9 red sources in it, so like little bit unlucky to be 22 cards into our deck without one of our many red sources, but we're also like not losing the game because of it, so it's hard to be too upset. Our card quality from here is significantly better. We have nine red sources. What's the hyper geo? So generally speaking, we're 98.9% to have a red source by now. So we are the 1%. Not the 1% that Bernie Sanders hates, but we are the 1%. So now this can go get God Pharaoh's Gift. At the beginning of your combat, you may exile a creature from your graveyard. If you do, create a token of combat card, so 4/4, can't say slow turn. Sure. Window Head, thank you for the very generous tier 2 resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. Be sure to take a peek at the deck queue and let me know if what's in there you'd like to bump up and see a little sooner. Thank you for the tier 2. I mean, to be fair, this Murderous Rider that he gave us just like doesn't matter. All right, have a do-over. I would like to draw 2 cards. All right, I guess I should have just tucked this, huh? I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I don't think it really matters. Jim conceded. Yeah. Just like had the answer to his thing and decided not to do it. Probably not in a good spot there. All right, so Arashin Cleric, Isolate, Rest in Peace, Fatal Push, all seem reasonable. Murderous Rider seems awful against their deck full of things that can be sacrificed. Thoughtseize actually seems a little bit mediocre too. I'm gonna go ahead and trim that. I want to like have more cards that play to the board rather than trying to take things out of their hand. And I think I'm trimming Fae of Wishes here. Is that the cut? I think it's Fae of Wishes. Card's kind of slow. Well, I guess a 1/4 is like nothing to scoff at. I'm going to leave a Fae in and I'm going to trim a Demonic Pact. Because that's kind of still like having the same number of packs, right? Because I can search it up if I really wanted. Yeah, remember, chat, I have Fae of Wishes. Fae of Wishes grabs a lot of these cards you're suggesting I bring in out of the sideboard. So, like, a bunch of the one-ofs here, like Needle, Saheeli Rai, Harmless Offering, this extra Supreme Verdict, these are cards for Fae of Wishes to go get. It's like my 4-card Fae of Wish package. This hand's a little slow. It's got double Oath in it. Oath's a little bit medium here because they can sack their stuff. I think if they could balance Pioneer so Thoughtseize wasn't necessary, I would prefer Thoughtseize not be legal in this format. About on that, we're looking for like Fatal Pushes or Isolates or Rest in Pieces, things we can play next turn. Even Fae of Wishes would be good. Just like play something that impacts the board ideally. So Smuggler's Chapter here. Cruise for 1. Attacks for 3. Draws and discards a card when it does so. Bend Chain Whirler. Yep. Yeah, this is Jim Davis we're playing against. He's also streaming, I believe. If you want to catch the match from the other side. As always, do not tell me cards in Jim's hands. You'll be removed from my chat if you do that. But you can watch the match from both sides. You pop it over to Jim's channel. So this requires 2 tap to sacrifice. We just get to go ahead and kill this off nicely, which is great. Next turn I can Felidar Blink Othakaya, which is excellent. Wow, that's good. That's sick. Just like crew both copters here. I like it. Yeah, it's possible that, like, because Smuggler's Copter's a card they're playing, that I should keep my Murderous Riders in my deck. Are we okay? Well, we're currently behind. We are for sure currently behind. I wonder if I'm supposed to, like, play Teferi Time Raveler plus a tap land here and, like, bounce a Smuggler's Copter. Because then, like, they have to take 2 to attack Teferi Time Raveler. Like, buys us a turn. I'm just gonna play that. Play the Felidar Guardian out. And blink the Oath. Can we bump Pummeler? Definitely can, Ozar. I appreciate the support. For people who aren't paying attention to the stream title, you'll notice we're going to be going back to doing some amount of standard today. So after this league, we'll be diving into a few standard decks to wrap things up. As always, can find the current schedule on my website, my YouTube channel. Legion War Boss plus Smuggler's Copter is hot. Lets them crew with the token instead of being forced to attack with it. Probably has Rabble Master in his deck too, I'd imagine. Yeah, Copter is very good against controlled decks. Hey, Captain Obvious, thanks for the 6 months. Welcome back. I appreciate you keeping me around. So, is it crazy to like play Hero of Dominaria, tuck a Smuggler's Copter here? I feel like that might be the line. And then, like, next turn I can Time Raveler plus Othakaya. I think I just want to be resource efficient this turn. I might want a 4th Fatal Push in my deck. Smuggler's Copter seems like a real issue. Hopefully we don't just randomly die here. If they kill my Felidar Guardian and they crew this, I take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they need to, like, be able to kill Felidar plus do an extra 1 damage to me to kill me this turn, so I think this is fine. And if they... Obviously, they can kill Teferi, but, like, if they kill Teferi, I get to gain 2 off the Oath, which is super appealing. Helps me stabilize. Goblin Ringleader. Of course, Jim's playing Goblin Ringleader. Woof. Take me down to Brick City. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I got rid of that other Smuggler's Copter we tucked in. Weren't we dead on board to the castle? No. Right? They activate castle. This would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. I don't know, actually. I'm currently going to 1, right? So I'm dead to Wild Slash. Who decided to leave the STG tour to stream full time? Well, I did, and then Jim also recently did. So I get 3 draws at a Saheeli Rai here, assuming their last card's a blank. And they're in the Tinker if they want to attack this Teferi, so their last card might be a blank. I don't know if I was dead to a castle activation. I might have been dead to a castle activation. I didn't count that, and apparently neither did Jim. Todd Anderson never really played SCG Tour events full time. He worked for SCG producing content, but he was never playing a ton of their tournaments. All right, so what's attacking my Planeswalker? All right, so they're sending 2 things at him. They're sending the rest of these at me. I think I want to kill this. And then I take 7 and go to 4. And then I can Oath plus Teferi bounce something next turn. Because this is dying regardless, but I think I want to try and keep their board in check here. Yeah, he has a lot of them, but I believe, I don't know what the breakout looks like from 1 day versus 2 day. Correct, yes. We're gonna play Teferi first, so that way we can draw into a Saheeli. I think we're dead if we miss, right? Because I can. Oh, you know what? I should have bounced this, right? If I'd have bounced this, would I have lived? So I get to do this. If this was gone, they'd have gone crew here. Now I'm dead, right? Yeah, I should have bounced this token. I could have also bounced the Smuggler's Copter, but yeah, that was a bad line on my part there. Yeah, because they crew. Yeah, I think. Oh, they have another Immutable. Yeah, maybe I should have bounced the Copter. I know. Get to play the next game on the play. At any rate, double Copter early is just a little bit too rough. Needed a PLR combo to catch back up from that, and we did not. Maybe I want these Murderous Riders. I just don't want these Rest in Pieces. I don't hate that. Bring in the Needle. Wishing for the Needle is super slow. Yeah, let's just board it in. I don't mind like casting Needle and just like naming Copter. That seems fine. They have God Pharaoh's Gift in their deck. But I think especially on the play, we can probably just grind through that or kill them around it. Also, like, there's a chance I feel like that plan's not very good here for them. They is gender neutral. So referring to my opponent as they is always socially acceptable. So I always refer to my opponents as they. Male, female, otherwise. That pronoun is appropriate. I assume the reason we have Saheeli there is that it's because Felidar blinks Demonic Pact at that point, because why not? Or Saheeli. I mean, like, what? Like, your question is pedantic. It's nap time. Like, determining what the main plan is versus not. Like, what the main plan is depends on, like, what your draw looks like. It's quite possible I should not have Fatal pushed the Bomat Courier and I should have saved it for a Smuggler's Copter. Because I had so many Othakayas in my hand. Very, very possible that a misuse of my removal resources here is going to cost us this game. We're just going to get beat up by this copter again because of it. They hit a Skirt Prospector there. Next turn we'll get to Oath plus Prophetic Prism, which is great. There's been a variety of different aggressive decks that have been playing Copter so far, Jumos. I mean, the card's very good. It was banned for a reason, right? Evasive threat. Basically gives all your creatures like pseudo haste, essentially. Alright, well, Felidar is a great draw. It's not quite resource efficient, but I want to put this into play because it gives me the ability to, like, draw Saheeli and punk them at any point. They just drew 4 cards with that Ringleader. Vomit. Seeing that you don't have red, could the other play have been better? I'd check your eyes if you don't think I have red mana. Yeah, the fact that I Fatal pushed their 1-drop instead of saving it for the Copter is probably going to lose us this game. The Smuggler's Copter is just like punching the clock and going to work. A little bit of Teferi time walk here. Sorry, you're currently playing Hearthstone. As you will, Hearthstone opponent, as you will. Rending Volley. There's a magic card. Yeah. Yeah, rend me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, their last Ringleader drew 4 cards, so, like, we're probably dead here. And again, like, the Smuggler's Copter and the fact that I mis-sequenced my Fatal Push is, like, easily the reason we're going to lose this game. If we don't manage to punk them out. I think I'm going to hold on to Teferi for the time being. There's a good chance this is cute and it should just be a 4th Fatal Push. Yeah, the deck's literally in my deck queue, Scrafted. I like all the number of people that have like been like, hey, have you seen this deck? And it's like, yeah, we're waiting to play it. Like we're gonna play it on stream, I promise. There's a Temur variation in the deck queue. It's on line 22 at the moment. Have you seen that Esper Catback deck? I've not. Sounds sweet, though. Maybe. I don't know if that's a major note. Like, you could also say, hey, just don't be an idiot and, like, use my answers better. So, like, I had an answer to Copter this game, and I didn't prioritize being able to answer Copter. So, like, changing your deck because you played poorly is generally a mistake. The answer is generally play better. Don't change your deck because, like, you were an idiot. Hey, Mills, I'm glad you're enjoying Mythgard. Game's really sweet. Playing better is busted, I agree. The Nerd Rage Gaming posted the top 32 deck list from their tournament, so rather than asking here in chat, you can go look at which decks did well. I think Green Devotion was the most represented deck. There were 3 copies of that in the top 8, if I recall correctly. That requires me to acknowledge my mistakes, and instead I'll endlessly tweak my deck. I mean, you say that sarcastically, but, like, that's a real thing. Feel kind of dead. Man, people are way too easy to give up. Why do you even play Magic if you're going to concede from board states like this? Like, I get that, like, we're a little behind at the moment, but, like, I'm at 20 and there's, like, a bunch of Supreme Verdicts in my deck. We could literally draw a Felidar Guardian and kill them next turn by blinking Prophetic Prism. Like, y'all are quitters. All right, dead in 2. Start with this one, see where we go from there. That's not the Supreme Verdict I wanted for Christmas. Am I dead? I killed this, I go up to 13. They crew this, I take 4, 12, dead, yep. Castle is really good there. And again, like, it's super easy. And this game's actually a really good example of one of the reasons why it's difficult to get better at Magic. Because, like, the thing that lost me this game happened on turn 1. And, like, even as I was doing it, I, like, talked about how it was probably a mistake or potentially a mistake. And I think reflecting on the gameplay and, like, how things worked out, if we look at the only thing that mattered, it was basically this card. So, like, choosing to not take a couple of hits and then Othakaiing their first play way back forever ago and then not having Fatal Push for the Copter, I think is directly the reason we lost there. Yeah, I assumed that was the case, MB. And if you look, I actually boarded. If you go back and watch the replay, I boarded out my rest in pieces for the third game. You think we run enough red sources for a braid? Instead of asking me for my opinion on something that you can do the math for, do the math. Is 9 red sources an appropriate number to run a braid? I think the verdicts have actually been quite good. I said they felt bad, but that doesn't mean they are bad. Sometimes cards that are necessary, like, get into awkward spots occasionally. But, like, my deck with 4 creatures in it is, like, or 4, because, like, the Fae is kind of a creature, is a fine Supreme Verdict deck. I love how, like, it's so awkward to me that people are like, what if we splash this other card that we can barely cast, rather than just being like, why don't we play 4 Fatal Push? Or why don't we play, like, Doomblade or Cast Down? Like, why are people reaching towards splashing a card rather than just, like, working with the tools we already have access to very easily? I don't get it. I agree that our deck would be better with Black Lotus. Hoping not to get DQ'd hoping not to get deck checked is busted. But it's playing like some kind of Bant mid-range deck. Got a Deccan Stone here and a Dromoka's Command. That doesn't die to Oathakaya. Land. Tilt. You're great, I'll buy your stuff. Thanks for keeping me around, Drunk Owl. It's so awkward that the cards that you see with Courser don't end up in the revealed card zone. Feels bad, man. I kill this Courser before it draws them cards, before they draw a Spell Queller that can exile it. Land here is great, because it means I can just, like, cast Teferi, Hero of Dominaria and not worry about getting Spell Quellered. Spell Queller only exiles things that cost 4 or less. It was super mediocre to Roses. It, like, kind of a neat idea, but it was misbuilt by a number of cards. Should have been more in on the linear plan. Oh no, they made me sack my Oathakaya. How will I ever recover? It was a neat idea that felt like it was implemented kind of poorly. Feels like we're, like, rapidly approaching garbage time. We're about to have, like, a Teferi on an empty board. So, probably Deccan Stone land, double Deccan Stone, deal. Alright, let's just murder this now. Opponent concurs that we are currently in garbage time. Noxious Grasp and Fatal Push sound great. What am I cutting? I don't know how aggressive their deck is. Trim a couple of Thoughtseize. I probably don't wanna draw too many of those. I'm gonna trim a Demonic Pact so that they leave in what's it called? Oh, I'm blanking on its name. If they leave in Dramoka's Command, they can get rid of this. For people that are asking about Harmless Offering, I've got 3 copies of Fae of Wishes in my main deck, so like this card, this extra verdict, and this probably never come in, or very rarely come in. These are cards to pick up out of the sideboard with our Fae of Wishes. We're 3-1, and the match we largely lost due to a mistake and probably medium deck building. I was looking around for random answers, and I saw Isolate, and I was like, that looks cute. But I think the Isolate should have just been a 4th Fatal Push. Roko. Bottom that. I need a 5th land at the moment. Do I have a favorite land art? In paper, I use the Unhinged lands. Maybe playing this out was wrong. Let me get like Spell Quellered here, aren't I? Yeah, I think playing that out was wrong. Veil of Summer, yep. Feels gross. I'm gonna keep that. Lets me turn my cats into lightning helixes down the line. I'm gonna go ahead and just jam Demonic Pact here, since I have 2 cats in hand to reset it. If they have Felidar, or if they have Dramoka's Command, I get a little bit sad. And if they have Spell Queller here, I can then Supreme Verdict next turn and like clear the lot out. I'd encourage you to just file a bug with the Mythgard people. Oh, right. Oko means I never get my card back. I knew that. I knew that somewhere. Somewhere in my heart of hearts, I knew that was how that worked. Fob it. I'll put more Thoughtseizes back here in on the play. What do I want to trim? Maybe these Fatal Pushes actually aren't very good. I don't know. Do I want Dispute? Why do I want Dispute? What do I want to cut for it? Please explain. Woof. It's a lot of beatdown. I get that they have, like, Oko and Queller, but, like, outside of those two cards, they don't really have that many. That many blue cards. If we draw land here, we're going to be in a pretty okay spot. If we brick and they hit, we're probably dead. I don't know. I think Oath's pretty important. Like, being able to kill their Spellquellers in the event they don't have Oko is valuable. Wow, they drew Land Spellqueller as their two cards that I don't know. That's such a beating. No, play the Corsair, please. God bless. Disdainful Stroke. Yeah, that's an annoying one. Fleecebane Lion and Abzan aggro top-8 at the Nerd Rage event this past weekend. Brick. That's frustrating. Yeah, I don't know that we're winning from here. Gideon's, double Gideon's a rough beat. I think we needed them to miss there. Bottom that. I'm going to bounce the Courser here, I think. So they have double Stroke in their hand at the moment. Wow, they drew Fleecebane Lion too. Yeah, pretty dead. I don't know. There was a whole lot we could do in this last match. I just felt like we got thoroughly run over. Thoughts and takeaways. Noxious Grasp is great in this format, and playing this few is probably too few. I think I would get up to 4 Fatal Push in the 75. I'm not certain that these, especially if I'm going up to 4 Fatal Push, these Arashin Clerics could probably be the other Noxious Grasp that I'm looking for slots to have. Just because, like, with 4 Oathakaya and, like, Murderous Rider and Demonic Pact and Fatal Push, I probably don't need Cleric to hedge the aggressive decks. I probably have, like, enough cheap removal and life gain to, like, make that happen. So, I think I was pretty happy with the main deck here. But I think in the sideboard, I would turn this into a Fatal Push, and I would turn one or both of these Clerics into Noxious Grasp after playing there. All right, so just one Pioneer deck for today. We'll be back to be doing 2 Pioneer decks tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and dive back into some Standard. I've got some Standard decks in the deck queue that we took a break from last week. So we've got 3 Standard decks and 0 Okos between them. So we'll see what that experience ends up looking like. I'm going to go ahead and roll a quick ad break while we get Arena set up.